Good morning. I'm Chaplain John Rollison, and thank you for joining us for day 26 of our Advent devotional series from Cru Ministry. Today's reading starts with the Gospel of Luke, chapter 23, verses 32 through 34, and then verses 39 through 43. Two other men, both criminals, were also led out with Jesus to be crucified. And when they came to the place called the Skull, they crucified him there along with the criminals, one on his right, the other on his left. And Jesus said, "Father, forgive them, for they know not what they are doing." And they divided up his clothes by casting lots. And one of the criminals that hung there hurled insults at him. "Aren't you the Messiah? Save yourself and us." But the other criminal rebuked the first criminal and said to him, "Don't you fear God, since you are under the same sentence? We are punished justly, for we are getting what our deeds deserve. But this man has done nothing wrong." And then he said, "Jesus, remember me when you come into your kingdom." And Jesus answered him, "Truly I tell you, today you will be with me in paradise." Now from Ephesians chapter 2, verse 1, and then verses 4 through 6. "And for you were dead in your transgressions and sins, but because of his great love for us, God, who is rich in mercy, made us alive with Christ even when we were dead in transgressions. It is by grace you have been saved. And God raised us up with Christ and seated us with him in the heavenly realms in Christ Jesus." Now our devotional thought from Cru Ministry. Jesus did not deserve to be crucified along with criminals. He had done nothing wrong. The second criminal recognized Jesus as God who was willing to die to take on himself the wrong things of sinful humanity. This criminal cried out for forgiveness, asking God to remember him. By all human standards, he didn't deserve Jesus' forgiveness, and neither do we. However, this request was all Jesus needed to assure the thief that they would meet each other again that very day in paradise. Unable to grasp the extent of our own sin, we may struggle to comprehend the seriousness of what Jesus suffered for our sake. No one deserves Jesus' sacrifice any more than the thief on the cross did. In fact, we've all earned quite the opposite. As we've already read in Ephesians 2, like the rest, we were by nature deserving of death. But like the second criminal, all we have to do is ask Jesus to receive the forgiveness he offers, forgiveness that we don't deserve. Jesus is hoping for us to have a relationship with him, and I would ask you to claim his forgiveness and thank him for all of his love. I pray this brought you hope and encouragement this morning. And until tomorrow, I'm Chaplain John Rollison with the Homesteader Reserve Base Chapel.